Hello everyone, welcome back to my commentary channel, and thank you for joining me here today. For whatever reason, in this past week, there's been a lot of commotion online about controversial celebrities either announcing or executing a comeback after a period of time away. I guess there's just something in the summer air that's screaming, "Your past actions don't matter, you're allowed to pretend it didn't happen." Today I want to look at all four of these celebrities and see if a comeback is warranted. Because sometimes that happens. Some people take breaks legitimately to work on themselves after a minor controversy and come back stronger. But I'm also not going to pretend that these celebrities can apologize by being quiet for a few months and then pretending like nothing ever happened. We're going to be objective here. You guys know me by now. I hate being negative, and I try to be positive whenever I can. If I can. That being said, this video might not be cheery. Fair warning. There will be 4 special surprise celebrities we're looking at today, and all 4 of them are probably in the thumbnail for this video. Shit. Alright, surprise ruined, but whatever. But let's start with the creator I know the least about, and that way we can learn about her controversy together. My notes say that her name is Angry Makeup Lady. That can't be right. Tati Westbrook is a makeup and beauty influencer who made product review videos on her channel. She was involved in one of the biggest YouTube drama meltdowns of recent history, where she, Shane Dawson, and Jeffree Star all tried to cancel James Charles. When that didn't work out the way they planned, she then turned on Shane and Jeffree and claimed that they both worked together to pressure and manipulate her into participating. It was then revealed the main reason she hated James Charles is because he endorsed a rival vitamin brand or something. Anyway, Tati released a video a few days ago after an extended hiatus titled "A Year Later." 18 minutes? Why did I have to start with the longest one? Okay, don't click off. We won't watch the whole thing together. We'll skim through it.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have missed you so much. I cannot wait to get back to the makeup, to get back to reviews, to doing my thing. I've thought about this for so long, and I'm really excited that I'm even just sitting down and filming. However, as much as I wanted to dive right back in and do like a 10 under 10 and just review beauty products, I feel after not hanging out for such a long time that many of you want answers about certain things that have been splattered over the internet.
Okay, my sensors are going off here, and I might be way off base, but hear me out. She's using a very specific language here. "I missed hanging out" implies a very casual and balanced relationship between us and her. I thought about this for so long as her basically saying "I miss you" without being too upfront about it. And splattered over the internet sounds messy and disorganized. Splattered makes this sound like what happened to her wasn't fair. And I'm not necessarily saying that she's using manipulative language. What I'm saying is that she's being careful. And that makes sense. I would be worried about making a video too after all that happened.
That past event that seems to want to follow me everywhere I go, I don't want to talk about. I will let you guys know just because there's so much speculation and so many rumors of who's friends with who and who's talking to who and what's going on and what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm going to spit out a hot take. I don't care what happened behind the scenes. Because what everybody saw was 3 grown adults trying to take down an up-and-coming influencer because they thought he was too cocky. And then that influencer was later caught messaging minors. So there's no heroes in this story. I'm not rooting for anybody. There's no contest.
I will quickly share with you guys that when I pulled back, I stopped communication with everyone in the beauty community. I haven't talked to anyone in over a year. I really took a break.
Wow, she distanced herself from everybody for a year. Same. To me, it sounds like she's putting a lot of work in distancing herself from this career-defining drama, which is hard to do, to be fair. I don't really blame her for trying that, but I guess it's really up to her audience to see if they forgive her enough for her to come back. Apparently, in the rest of the video, she talks about legal battles, separating and then reconnecting with her husband, and why she feels committed to returning to the platform. The dislikes on this video aren't even noteworthy, so it looks like she's been accepted back by her fans. Good, I guess? I'm sorry, I really don't know enough to make a claim. So let's move on to YouTuber number 2. the one who profited off of ruining a girl's life and then nearly killed his friend. And he also makes quirky vlogs. David Dobrik is a Vine-era frat boy who makes vlogs flaunting his wealth and embarrassing his friends in Los Angeles, and was hailed as the quirkiest cult leader on YouTube for a long time. If it's not painfully apparent, I do not like David Dobrik. If you are a fan of David Dobrik, can you tell me why in the comments? I'm confused. I didn't really care about him or his style of content before all of this, but after the controversies I've heard, I don't know how you could ever not think of him as a dangerous person. Those controversies speak volumes on his actual personality, not whatever you see in the vlogs. It's like the saying goes, your actions speak louder than words. And then it's like the other saying, nearly killing your friend speaks louder than giving away Teslas. Recently, David was on a break from the internet following 2 controversies, covering up and profiting from his friend sexually assaulting fans while they were drunk, and then nearly killing his friend with a crane stunt and subsequently trying to cover it up. 2 things that are, in my eyes, in my humble opinion, unforgivable. I don't care if my opinion makes David Dobrik's stans unhappy, that's just what I believe. I can't look at his face without thinking about the girls he's hurt, the friends he's tortured, including the one he almost killed. And you might be saying, Duncan, his friend forgave him. And I would say that the friend made a 3-part documentary profiting off of that injury and then ended it by saying he'd stay friends with David because, quote, he's loyal. Jeff Wittick is a victim, but he is not innocent. But that's a different video, I guess. Anyway, David posted a new vlog recently with the promise of new vlogs every Tuesday, so he's making his comeback after his hiatus. Thankfully for me, watching this will be short, because all of his vlogs are 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. Get it? Because haha, weed. Do you get it? Haha, weed. Get it? Get it? Weed. I'm already being so negative. I'm sorry. I'm not usually like this.
This is crazy. Look at you.
You're vlogging?
Oh, just a little bit. Bro, you look like you need it. You look like you need me to vlog.
Come on in.
You need me to vlog is such a disguised way of saying that these comedians rely on their social clout for survival. As we know, Jason's videos weren't exactly killing it. No offense, Jason.
We're gonna just start an OnlyFans. In 48 hours, how much money did you make?
48 hours.
Oh my fuck.
I made a little over $1 million.
Ah!
And then I gambled to celebrate and I won $30,000.
Oh my god.
Good for her. I support anybody making money on OnlyFans. I would do it too if I could. I mean, watching an already rich celebrity make $1 million in 2 days after doing minimal effort does make me want to jump out my window here, but I am trying to be positive.
How much are you making a month now?
I don't want to say it. 1.5 mil.
That's what they say when it's getting up there. It used to be, I made $100,000.
Oh, look, it's Zayn and Heath. Watching this feels like a reunion episode. I know some of you think I'm being overly negative, but I'm not. I'm being regular negative. All of these comedians are competing in the unfunny Olympics, but are celebrated in these vlogs anyway. The humor is brain dead, and if this weren't edited so fast-paced, I think we'd see how awkward and unfunny these people are. I think that just goes to show how crucial video editing is. That being said, please hire me to edit your videos. I do not have a body that will make money on OnlyFans.
What the fuck is that? Wait, what is that? Wait, I'm confused.
Well, you've seen these wagons, and this is just a little bit bigger.
Okay, so I do not want to lose my channel, so I can't play you the audio here because it's a copyrighted song, but, you know, he's just riding around in a big wagon like he's a toddler, and isn't that so funny? I wish I could laugh at this, but I can't. Objectively, riding in a car shaped like a wagon is funny. But like I said, it's been ruined for me because all I can think about when I see David Dobrik is the trail of victims he has in his wake. It's no secret that David enables all of his friends, and his friends don't seem to do well with unchecked power. Am I being a pessimist? Sure. Yeah, of course I am. But David acting like a 5-year-old is not amusing to me, because I myself am not 5. I have a memory that can recall all of the bad things that he's done, so this is not a good enough distraction for me.
What?
This is
What's
really
wrong?
nice.
I know it's a lie. It's a lie. No. I'm like wondering if the lighting's good.
I wanted to get you guys something.
Hold on a sec. Yeah, call off the lawsuit. No, he's doing something. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's our good buddy Jeff, making jokes about his friend despite almost losing his eye. At least his documentaries made enough money for him to cover his surgery costs, I guess. Am I too negative today? That is the face of a nervous maniac. My God, what a nightmare.
I got this. I got you guys envelope. It's a trip to Hawaii. We're going to Hawaii!
Yeah, that's another copyrighted song I can't play. I don't know why he keeps using those. It's so annoying. I really hate this guy.
Fucking aloha, bitches!
I can't watch this anymore. Shane Dawson used to be one of the biggest faces of the YouTube platform until finally his audience realized how terrible all of his everything is. Shane built his career off black caricatures involving actual blackface and saying the N-word. He's made multiple pedophilia jokes, including ones directed at his fans in front of his fans. There's some weird shit going on with his cat. He's a Jake Paul stan for whatever that's worth. And like I mentioned, he's involved in the Tati, Jeffrey, and James Charles controversy, where the main reason he seemed to be involved was spite, which is humiliating. So to me, I look at the backlog of fuckery that makes up Shane Dawson's career, and I come to the conclusion that maybe he should not have that career. He had a chance, and he blew it. Second chances exist, but if you go down the list of everything he's done, you'll see that he's on chance like 30. He's super rich, so I don't understand why he doesn't just retire somewhere quiet and do web design or something. But for whatever reason, these motherfuckers can't stay off of YouTube. Since his retreat, Shane has been making modest cameos in the background of his ride or die boyfriend's content, but recently he made a post on Instagram confirming he's plotting his return, like some passive-aggressive supervillain. Dad's left the house, heart emoji. P.S. I know I haven't posted a video in a long time. I wonder why. And I promise it's not because I don't want to. We know. I'm just trying to stay in a good mindset and be happy. I promise I'm not going to abandon my channel after 15 years of creating prayer emoji. Just been reevaluating my life the last year and figuring out what I want to do with it. Life is short and I'm grateful for every second of it. Hope you guys are doing well. I miss you, weird emoticon. In my humble, honest-to-God opinion, Shane needs to reevaluate his reevaluation. He says he's not going to abandon his channel he spent 15 years on. But the problem is located within those 15 years. He can't seem to accept the fact that his lifelong project is filled with this rot that you cannot just apologize for and get away with. I just don't get why he has to be an influencer. Can he not just liquidate his stupid LA mansion and then retire somewhere in the countryside? He could just move to a small town, even change his name if he has to, and then he could just try different hobbies until he gets old. If he's addicted to video making, couldn't he just become like a freelance editor? He could even become a director under a fake name. Like, he has options. But no, he's not even thinking about that because apparently he's addicted to online validation and he's craving another hit. That's just all this is. So no, I do not think Shane Dawson needs to return. Whatever positive effects he had on the internet do not outweigh his negative ones, and it does not warrant a comeback. I'm not sure what the public consensus is on his potential return, but I'm sure he has more than enough fans that will welcome him back with open arms because that's how fans are sometimes. And speaking of fans overlooking critical flaws just because they want their old comfort content back, let's talk about CallMeCarson. Carson King, or CallMeCarson, was a variety streamer who made silly jokes for his wide community of fans and friends, until it became public knowledge that Carson not only relied on incredibly racist humor, but solicited nudes from multiple underage fans, and every single one of his friends seemed to confirm this by instantly distancing themselves from him. Carson recently tweeted, "Just give me a bit more time," thumbs up emoji, confirming that he is planning a return to YouTube in some way. This sent the internet into another classic heated discussion. A lot of people seemed adamant on the fact that Carson had not apologized enough nor stayed away long enough to make up for what he did. Other people celebrated his return by saying that the controversy was blown out of proportion, they missed Carson, and that the internet was somehow dying without him. The main argument you hear from a lot of the Carson fans is that since Carson was around 19 at the time, him asking for underage girls' nudes is not illegal. And if this is an argument that you find yourself adamantly standing by, you can go fuck yourself. The age gap here is not the issue. It is noteworthy, but that's not why people are mad. People are angry because any creator soliciting their own fans for nudes is abusing the creator-to-viewer relationship for sexual purposes, which is slimy and gross. The reason so many people are defending Carson is because he's a very likable creator. His content made him seem like a very fun and friendly guy. James Charles, on the other hand, solicited minors for nudes in a similar display of abusing his power, but he's been run off the internet and people aren't giving him a chance to return. And that's partly because James does not connect with large portions of the internet in the same way Carson did. Here's how this all looks. There's a man in a public park and he approaches a CallMeCarson fan and says, "Hey, do you want some chocolate?" And the CallMeCarson fan takes the chocolate and is like, this is pretty good chocolate. And then the man turns around in front of everybody and just abuses a girl in front of the whole park. And then he turns around and offers the CallMeCarson fan some more chocolate. And the fan goes, "Oh, hell yeah, I love chocolate." Do you see how insane this is? That's a stupid analogy, but it's not far off. The bias shown for creators is stunning, even if they commit similar atrocities. Look, I enjoyed Carson's stuff when it came out. I was shocked when I heard about what he did, but I'm not stupid enough to ignore it and pretend that his friends immediately distancing themselves from him is not a clear sign that they knew that this was true. I have enough of a spine to remember the victim, and I'm not going to ignore that just because I want more good content. And actually, that goes for every creator we've talked about here today, because they all want to come back to YouTube and get back to their jobs like before their respective controversies. To them, it would be so perfect if we could all just forget and go back to consuming their special little videos. And it makes me mad because I feel like we're all being taken advantage of. It's demeaning. And I hate how nobody is thinking about the victims anymore, especially with the creators who actually actively hurt people. It's like nobody cares about the people they hurt anymore. And how do you think all of this feels to them? How do you think they are imagining the prospect of their abusers coming back? I'm not trying to preach on a soapbox here. This genuinely upsets me. It doesn't feel right to me, like deep down in my body. It's like an impulse in my brain that is yelling at me that none of this is right. And of course they're all going to try to come back. They always were. Why wouldn't they? This is their livelihood, their outlet, their jobs, their hobbies. They had it taken away from them and they didn't like it. So they waited, they hunkered down, waited until the coast seemed clear, and now they're dipping their toes in the water because they feel safe enough to show their face again. I'm struggling. I am struggling to find a positive note to end this video on because it's just upsetting. At least we now know that no matter what terrible, atrocious mistakes you make, there will always be some people dumb enough to forget about it. If you ever make a terrible mistake that hurts a lot of people, just lie low. And in a few months, people will forget about it because social responsibility does not matter if you have clout. So, good to know. Thank you all for watching my video. If you're seeing this message, it means you stayed all the way to the very end, and that supports me a lot, so thank you. I will leave more videos for you to watch on screen as well as my social medias in case you want to connect with me outside of YouTube. I'm sorry if this video got sad or like depressing to watch. I don't blame you. Just, I don't know. It's a hard one today. I truly hope you're all doing well. I hope you're doing things that make you happy. And I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I love you lots. Goodbye.